Hi there, it's me the sarcastic cat again, and I was totally not watching YouTube during a lecture and saw Yoonist's video ranking K-pop lightsticks, and I laughed so hard at the whatever this is tier, and now I wanna give it a shot. Go check out the video because it is hilarious and because I told you so. Also, I'm using the tier list they created because it has the most groups I could find, but I deleted the weapon tier because my bestie from school will tell you I can weaponize damn near anything and will threaten to shove a pencil up your ass if you're being an annoying bitch. 90% of the lightsticks look like great melee weapons to use in a zombie apocalypse, except those acrylic cutout ones and its light ring thing that looks like a Roomba without its innards. Also, there's no ranking within the tiers because it's really hard to decide which one reigns superior when there's so much pretty ones. Feel free to discuss in the comments and don't be immature about it. Okay, this is a long ass video, so grab a snack or like a BTS coffee or something and let's go. First, let's start with the whatever this is tier with its Halo Roomba thing like JYP. How am I supposed to use this and not bash my neighboring concert goer comatose? I feel like every order should be shipped with a manual on how to use this and not have it fly off into fucking space when I shoulder dance my joints off. After that is this B1A4 version 1 thing that I swear looks exactly like my locker lock when I was in middle school, but it had a pink bow instead. The version 2 looks drastically better, and I would probably put that one in either good or aesthetic tier. Then there's this golden child bowling pin thing that looks like a kid's toy in a bad way, and their name printed upside down when you stand it up is kinda off-putting. Who made this? They missed an opportunity to make something golden and youth-inspired. WTF does a bowling pin have to do with anything? And then their TVXQ's lightstick that's cute with the red and stars and all, but look like maracas that'll go flying off if my hands get a little too sweaty from cheering. They also low-key look like alcohol bottles you can collect. Next up is Teen Top's purple pumpkin with horns lightstick that kind of misses the mark for me. I've seen their other lightsticks like the purple crown thing and the star, which look fabulous and bonkable, but purple demon pumpkin doesn't look very good to me. Now there's the NCT lightstick that looks like a moo bloom without its eyes, and it's so fucking boring for a group like NCT that probably has like 100 members in the next few years and have done every awesome concept under the sun. Goddamn. We all know this sister one looks like a acrylic event cutout thing, and the pink isn't even that pretty, so thank you next. I feel bad for roasting this cause it's not an inherently bad design, but it looks like those sticky rolling things you use to pick up cat hair. I'm so sorry, I like Super Junior, but I can't unsee this. Anyways, next is Highlight, and I gotta say I get how it matches their name, but it looks like it's gonna break, and my bathroom has the exact same light bulb installed to make sure I don't have to shit in the dark. Did the Big Bang 1 and Block B lightstick use the same honeybee palette but decided to make it lamer? I get the crown thing, but it looks like a withering lotus, and Block BS1 looks like those honey scoopers. Now diving headfirst into the acceptable tier with Dreamcatcher's also acrylic cutout one that's a bit better than Sistar's cause they have the Dreamcatcher logo on it and pretty patterns, but it's still a acrylic cutout, so it's here. Also, Dreamcatcher is like a fantasy group who came from another universe to dominate all of us. Why not make a lightstick that looks like a queen's scepter that we can use as a walking stick and spank hate commenters to shut up? Then there's this Blackpink one that is up here cause it's pink and suits the group to the T, but also sadly my classmates said it looks like a vagina and I've had a hard time liking it since. Please don't kill me. Next up is G-Idol's white and purple lightstick that looks very pleasing, but the little castle building doesn't really match with G-Idol's Imagine in my mind, so it's not a bad one but also nothing too special in my opinion. Next up is IOE Ice Cream lightstick. I like ice cream and I like IOE, but it's also kind of simple for a lightstick for IOE. It reminds me of a nightlight from my local online mall or something, lol. Next up is the plastic red toy bat I broke when I was a kid cause it was shitty quality, coming back to show me its glow up, but seriously it is a cute lightstick though. I'm not sure why a bat, so people in the comments enlighten me please. Okay, next up is Mamamoo's salted radish on a stick that I would happily nom on because I like radishes and Mamamoo's songs are kinda cool. Next up is Momoland's merry-go-around lightstick that is very fitting for their fans who are called merry-go-around, although it is missing some of that loud trumpet colorful carnival Momoland magic, like the handle could have had something colorful like candy cane stripes or something. Very fitting but a bit on the bland side. Now's the twice bong, and boy do I wanna bong people on the head with this massive flashy lollipop like Juliet from that bonkers Lollipop Chainsaw video game. Speaking of with have to gone to a point where we have a chainsaw lightstick. I'd buy it even if I've never heard of any songs. Boy oh boy. Next is BTOB's megaphone, which is epic, but the little hook on the side they have looks like a slight hazard. Azone's one is pretty self-explanatory but a little basic in my opinion. The little balls inside reminds me of baby toys. I swear I'm not some 13-year-old fanfic writer who writes cringe. I'm like in university, I just have a weird way of association. Next up is Winner's lightstick that looks like a sleek beer glass and a beer dispenser, or like some men's perfume Ronaldo is promoting on a drugstore makeup ad. Now onto the good tier. I don't have much to say about like 8 of them, which are BTS Army Bomb, Sunmi's Disco Ball, EXO, Text, Red Velvet, Yoonist, GOT7 and Stray Kids. I love how the Stray Kids one has a compass thing inside though. I love little spinny things and compasses look really cool. Next up is Cherry Bullet's gun lightstick, which suits the group very well and looks straight out of the Rebel Nerf gun line that I love so much, and I wish I could go have a Nerf battle with this thing, but it also kinda looks like a money gun from afar. The Monster X lightstick looks like the Crystal Lotus from the Big Bang Cheese Crown, but better. I've seen people put dry flowers inside the flower aquarium and it honestly looks super beautiful, and now I low-key just convinced myself it looks really good. BRB while I move it up to the top tier. Next up is SF9 Magic Wand lightstick that looks like a modern Hogwarts magic wand, but the head also kinda looks like a gem-shaped virus capsid. So beautiful, but due to my weird association thinking doesn't make it into the aesthetic tier. Finally to the aesthetic tier, where I would decorate my room with these if I wasn't fucking broke. First is Luna's Queen Scepter, which is what the Dreamcatcher lightstick could have been but brighter. Still a bit generic on the design side since it's that type of crown in the classic colors, but pleasing nonetheless. Next is Lovely's lightstick, which is completely pink and I love pink, so it's here. Next Girls' Generation is shaped like a heart and is pink, and if I was a fan back then I would have probably saved up for this. I think this is G-Friend's second version lightstick and it looks like a little planet inside. While admittedly I love the snow globe lightstick they had, but this one is also very welcome. I love anything astronomy and astrology, so these things just make me feel happy. Next up is Oh My Girl's lightstick, which took me a while, but I believe it's reindeer antlers though, correct me if I'm wrong. Next is Astros lightstick, which as previously mentioned I love star themed things, so this gets to reign over the weird ass lightsticks hanging out in the whatever this is tier. Next up is 80s Antique Globe lightstick, which also I want because it looks so classy and fits their concept, and I low-key want it on a scepter because imagine 80s performing in Prince Charming outfits and holding these. God, what a visual that would be. Next up we have 3 that all kinda look like they belong to 17 and are gem themed, but all look amazing individually. We have Sheenie's Aqua Gem to cast a spell on you, 17's Pastel Blue Gem with pinks on the bottom which remind me of the rose in a glass jar in Beauty and the Beast in a good way. I think this is the version with the holographic handle. I'm not sure, but I think the holographic handle on whatever version it was pretty cool. It kind of stands on the either over cumbersome territory or beautiful, and I think it manages to stay beautiful to complement the gem. Then is Pentagon's lightstick, which this time is like a dark theme lightstick, and while I'm not really sure how it works with Pentagon's concept, I think it is very pretty and I want it as a nightlight. Third last is a Pink's Pink Panda lightstick, and not to bore you, but I like pink and I like pandas, so it's here. Next up is Cosmic Girl's literal cosmic themed lightstick, which I could play with all day, and when dark the glitter looks like stars and I want to live in it. Last but definitely not least is our Queen Chunga's diamond lightstick with a pastel multicolored moon inside, which makes me want to hug this and imagine the moon actually looks like this. Honestly, I want it on a t-shirt now. Okay, so after 2 and a bit more pages of me roasting / loving these K-pop group lightsticks, I bet you are tired of my stupid ass, so go off in the comments and have fun. Do like and sub to see whatever dumb shit I have planned next, and say safe lol.